I'm Carolyn Thompson. I'm CEO of Aravenda. Aravenda is a better way to resell. So no matter what someone is reselling, Aravenda is prepared to help them take their company online. Resale is the fastest growing segment of retail. It's actually growing at 11 times traditional retail. It's actually fueled by increasing consumer demand for sustainable shopping. And it's an area that has been left behind by technology. So with over 8 years working in the resale industry, our investors and our board members, over half of us have resale stores or some sort of connection to a resale business. We know exactly how to help these companies grow and how to get them online and to compete in a global market. The real issue that Aravenda was created to address is the fact that technology has left these resale businesses behind. Traditional POS systems have high user and merchant fees. They're often embedded into the POS system to use in a brick and mortar store and have to be adapted for someone to use for online sales. So the functionality that a POS system is created with often does not have the ability for someone to expand their business online. Businesses really need the tech help and the support in order to survive long term. So Aravenda comes in and provides all of these services to small, medium, and enterprise users alike. There's lots of different companies across the country that are involved in resale, like thrift stores and things like that, but they don't have the capacity to have the in-house tech team have them help them with their online sales. And that's where Aravenda really sets themselves apart from every other company. It's a one-stop shop for anyone who wants to resell any type of item. It could be cars, it could be shoes, it could be anything. The real feature that Aravenda offers that's unique compared to all the rest is that we allow people to be able to cross-post. So not only does the software create the website through the integration with Shopify, but it also allows people to cross-post onto other major selling sites like eBay or Poshmark or Tradesy through some of the other products that we have in our integration with Shopify. So if you're not familiar with resale, resale is unique in the fact that the store owner does not own their own merchandise. It's someone else's items. So take, for example, a consignment store. Consignment stores sell furniture, they sell clothes, they sell shoes, they sell lots of different things. People bring their items into the store owner aggregates them, puts them into collections and sells them, and then shares the profits of those sales with the people who actually owned the merchandise. It's actually a very low barrier to entry market for people to start a business in. Many people, start by selling on eBay, with their friends and family, and then they move and grow and have a brick and mortar store or just sell online on their own. So when they bring the item into the consignment store owner has to create an inventory and an account for them. This has been done for hundreds of years, probably dating back to the 1900s, where people put it in a ledger and put, I was selling these items from this person. Now we've automated all that. So when the item gets entered into the inventory system, it gets entered into the consignor's account. So when it sells, ultimately, whether that's in store or online, the payout calculation is determined by what the consignor agreement is. Some people pay out percentage rates of a sale, say half and half, like my store does. We pay half to the consignor, half we keep at the store. Some people pay different levels of consignment percentages to companies. To the consignors, it just depends on what they're selling. Furniture, high-end handbags, things like that. So where Aravenda's expertise steps in and changes that a little bit allows people to push these items out to these other websites. And we have integrations with a lot of different ones through Shopify, but also some that we created ourselves. This is a sample of our client interface and how it looks. It's very clean. It's very easy to enter items. It's a very easy dashboard to use. Compared to our competitors, when you pull the competitor data entry up, it's a large Excel spreadsheet. And if people miss entering something into a section that is an important section, like weight of the item, if someone buys the item from their website and there's no weight entered, it doesn't charge shipping. So this was one of the things that when we created Aravenda that we built in as a functionality of setup was that it would default weight by item type. So no one would ever lose money on shipping again. It's a very easy fix to make that 0 or 1, but we're the only one that has that built in. So as I said, resale is the fastest growing segment of retail. Clothing and accessories are really a very large chunk of this, but there's also restaurant equipment, tools, office furniture now that no one's going back to the office half the time, those sorts of things. They're very popular online needs for estate sales and things like that. Sneakers and streetwear is actually the fastest growing segment of all of them. Sneakers is expected to hit $100 billion probably by 2027 alone. So these numbers are growing at a very fast pace. And these are some examples of some of the websites that our in-house team has done for people who are reselling a variety of things, you know, sporting goods, sporting collectibles. There's a lot of different uses for resale. Our competitors are not quite all similar to us. We are web-based, so you can log in from any device anywhere, where quite a few of our competitors have to be downloaded or installed in some way, shape, or form. So the access point where you can access a full instance of your consignment software through your phone or your tablet, we only have one competitor that also has that. And is linked with Shopify. The advantage to linking with Shopify is that Shopify functions as the merchant ID. So anybody who links with anyone other than Shopify has a merchant ID for their brick and mortar store and for their online store. So they have to pay twice. Shopify allows the user to only have to pay for one merchant ID. We have a very reliable platform. Knock on wood here. We've been live for users and paying users since the last day of July in 2021, so just over a year. And we've had 100% uptime for over 18 months, even through our beta testing. So we've actually also successfully sold an enterprise user who we're creating a white label aggregator for, so that people will be able to shop all of their locations similar to Amazon to support the charity. It's a charity that competes with Goodwill and Salvation Army and that sort of thing. So they wanted to have their own website for people to shop from and support the charity across the country. They have 127 locations now. They just opened 2 more. So they're rolling on about 1 a week with us on a national level. So one of the long tail opportunities here that we're starting to see trends on is particularly around data collection and consumer trends, consumer behavior. The long-term brand resale value, when you have people all over the world reselling things, and we have users right now in 10 countries, you start to see trends across how much something is worth in one country versus another country. And those are things that we're starting to analyze. Our financial projections this year will be a little over 1.4 million probably is what we're trending on now. Next year will be a much larger year. Part of the idea of that white label aggregator is that we're also using that same technology to create a new shopping site that is similar to something that might rival Poshmark or Tradesy. However, what's built into that shopping site is fit technology that none of the other shopping sites have built in, and that's something that we've worked on a patent for. And people will be able to tell if something fits them or not based upon their fit preferences, partnering with some other fit technology companies. Our team, we've been lucky. I've been surrounded by some really great people here for several years who've had quite a few exits. So we've raised a good amount of money as an aggregated group over multiple companies, and we all have a long intertwined history of working together and have worked at multiple places with startups and exits. So there's a very engaged board, and our leadership team internally is myself, Todd, our CFO, and Randy, who heads our IT department. We work together here in an office just outside of Washington, D.C. And our board of advisors, the majority of them are local here to the D.C. area as well, though one of them does live in Florida. Right now, we are in our final seed round, moving to Series A this summer. There's a little bit of space left in this seed round. It's about a $5.5 million valuation. And we have a couple of lead investors, but we are looking to take on a couple more people who are interested in the circular economy, resale as an industry, and who will bring other ideas to the table for us as well. So thank you.